Welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 570. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Hey.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to 570 of the Moviecast.
Indeed.
Yeah. Man, it has been a very, very busy week for me, so I haven't really gotten to watch much. I wanted to watch some... I'm trying to even think of what's come out. I did buy a ticket to see a movie for Saturday, so
there you
I'll
go.
be finally going to check out Eternals.
Sweet.
You're going to see a quick 11 o'clock showing.
Nice.
And but I haven't really watched too much myself. I'm trying to think, like, right now there's nothing of note really that I can talk to add to this conversation. So, Mike, anything good?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yeah. All right. It's quick segment here. Corey?
Well, I'm sure Tony will want to talk about it too, but I watched the Arcane
Yeah.
series on Netflix. First 3 episodes.
Yep.
I mean, first of all, I just want to say this is some of the best looking animation I've ever seen, like ever.
It's
I think
crazy. It's crazy.
So good. It looks like almost like a painting or drawn almost. Like it's just so smooth. I think it's my favorite art style that I've seen in anything recent as far as animation goes, and it just looks fantastic, and it lives up to the look so far. Like I know League of Legends based off of just the champions. I don't know any lore of it though.
Yeah,
So for me, I'm going in this basically just knowing the characters and the look of them and the cosplayers, at cons and stuff. And so that's all I really have experience with. So I'm sure Tony will be able to speak to it more. But going in it that way, my perspective is just like, oh, this is all cool, and like I don't know how significant certain characters are and stuff like that. But it makes me think like, oh, I wonder, like, is this person like in the game, or like how, like, do they become someone in the game? Like, because we know the 2 main characters in the game, obviously, and they're older in the game, but they're kids in the first section here. And so it's neat to see the lore and the story, because there is so much lore there. Like you see with Overwatch what they've done, and they just like a little tease. This is what we've wanted, and we're getting it with League of Legends, and it's really, really good. Like this is amazing so far. I've really enjoyed. You can't you just want to go like next one, especially after this. Like it's like, come on.
I was like, more, and it's like not yet released. I was like, what? I was like, you're Netflix.
Like,
you don't do this.
Yeah, what is this? Yep. So yeah, they only released 3. And what is it? There's 9
I think,
episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's really powerful too. Like it's very like emotionally powerful. Like the second episode, how that ended, I was like, oh, like a little tearjerker there almost. Like like, oh, like, just gotta, I'm not crying, you're crying kind of deal. But
Yeah.
But then the third episode, you're like, oh shit, this sucks. So yeah, Tony, you can expand on that, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, to me as a fan, because I've been playing League of Legends for 10 years, I think, or something like that.
At least, right?
Right. And the 2 main characters in this are super popular in the game. And we knew a little bit about their lore, but it was pretty much surface level stuff, maybe 1 layer deep than that. Because they didn't really...
paragraphs.
Right.
Maybe.
They didn't really have that much of an avenue to tell those stories. They used to do like little, write-ups on their website, then they stopped. Mm-hmm. They had, I think, a comic or a webcomic for a little while. I don't know if they do that anymore, but it was just random. And it's unfortunate because you have these strong characters, hundreds, over 100 of them.
Yeah, and visually, like, strong characters so far. That's really what we have. But as far as lore goes, like you're saying, like there hasn't really been much.
Right. So, with that said, it's really powerful. I would highly recommend this even to somebody that is not a League fan. And I've already talked to, aside from you, Corey, 2 other people that were like, yeah, I just watch it because of the internet hype. Like, that's it. Like, social media and stuff like that. Because Riot definitely made a big deal about it. I think it was like 5 years in the making, actually, for this, which is why it looks so incredible. Which I do have to say, it's like this, like you said, like a hand-painted CGI animation. It's not like, it's so unique looking. Like, I can't accurately describe it in words. Art. But it's expressive in the way that they do things. Like, I'm not going to say lifelike, because it's not like a Pixar movie or something like that where it's like, oh, wow, this is like super CGI, high
No,
density.
it's not even
high,
like life,
high,
like true to life either. It's not like that. It's
Right.
like very. It is a cartoon animation and exaggerated features, exaggerated body types.
Yeah.
Exactly what you expect from a video game.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's just strong. And just to give you like a synopsis, there's two characters who are sisters, and basically they had a really rough early childhood, where they had to get adopted in the slum section of a city that is actually underneath the surface, where like it's kind of like an upper class, lower caste dichotomy there, where it's like, the city above is like supposedly
Final
like
Fantasy VII.
yeah, kind of like that, where it's like
Okay.
the top of the city, like they're all like high and mighty on like being like technologically advanced, like leaders of the world or something like that. But underneath, there's slums, which people down there don't have a good quality of life or something like that. And most people have to resort to like kind of like shady things to like get by and stuff like that. So it's about these two sisters that are young, and about how they get into hijinks, I'll say that, and how that kind of just spirals out of control from there and stuff like that. But
They're orphans, and so they do
Yeah.
things to survive.
right. But it's really fantastic. I can't wait to see the next part. And the cool thing is, like, we say episodes, but each episode is 45 minutes long, so you're getting like a
Oh, good.
mini movie.
You're getting good meat, a
Right.
media show here. Okay.
Yeah.
So like He-Man was 20-25 minute episodes.
Yeah, that was
so
like
not-
surface level. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a 2-hour movie, essentially, a little over
Okay.
2-hour movie.
Yeah, for this first
That's cool.
arc, and then I think this Friday we're getting the next arc and stuff like
That's
that.
interesting style for Netflix.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
interesting.
But I would really recommend it. Like, highly recommend it. It's fantastic. I hope the rest of the episodes live up to the same standard of quality, because if so, we're in for some good content. And
Yeah.
really, what I would say is like, this is what I wanted from like both League of Legends, but we knew it was coming down the line. But like also Overwatch, kind of like how Corey touched upon that, like an Overwatch animated series, even if it didn't look obviously as good as like the CGI cutscenes or shorts that they released, but like something to help explore the characters, the story, the lore, and stuff like that. And then by virtue of this, you like people will become attached to those characters, those locations, those stories, and stuff like that. Yeah. And I mean, I'm expecting to see tons of these characters, like costumes, cosplay, fan art, etc. next year going into it, because it's just reaching a wider audience that they normally wouldn't. Because before it was just like, hey, if you're League of Legends, you're in this circle. Like, yeah, you love those characters, but like now it's just like big budget animation on Netflix. So it's just more accessible to people.
Cool. Yeah, I keep hearing lots about this, so I'll probably be checking this out shortly then.
Yep, you don't need to have any knowledge. You don't need to have any knowledge of League of Legends at all.
Right up my alley. So cool.
If anything,
Awesome.
I would actually say it's more interesting if you don't have knowledge of League of Legends, because like Corey is saying, like he's like, oh, I don't know which character is what, or his character in the game, and I'm just like, I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. They are how significant these characters. It's all nice to
Cool.
be able to not know those. It's like when you have those video game adaptations, fates of characters and things like that. Here, because the style of the game it's not like it's you have a whole avenue of, or a whole like world to explore with characters that you can do things with that don't necessarily matter story wise in the game, which is neat too. I thought that was cool. And yeah, just seeing these two characters as kids essentially, and knowing a couple of them, because I do know, like, obviously, like you said, Tony, that these are some of the most popular, so I know these characters, what they are in the game, and so like where they end up there, but it's like because of that one little bit, it's like, oh, this is interesting to see how it goes.
Cool. All right. Anything else, Corey?
No, that was pretty much watching wise. That was pretty much most significant thing. Yeah.
Tony.
I started watching this new anime called Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai or something like that. It's really weird. It's really obscure.
Okay.
And it's even just from the title, it sounds weird. Like it's like, oh, what are you getting out of this series and stuff like that. But apparently, this manga author or anime, because I think it was a manga first, just used that title as clickbait because, like, light spoiler, it has nothing to do with the story really. The main female character shows up like randomly in a library in a bunny, like a sexy Playboy bunny girl suit, and the main male character who's in high school, the same high school as her, he's like, what the fuck, and stuff like that. But it's all about their relationship and like their friendship, and like the weird thing is like it's like gets into like, I don't know, I guess like supernatural, like, I don't know, unexplained events where like people are forgetting her and like she's worried that she won't be able to like exist anymore or something like that. So it gets into like weird existential crisis kind of stuff. Like it's I don't know how to explain it, but it's interesting. The characters have a really good dynamic and the animation is pretty good. So I'm only like 3 episodes deep, so pretty early.
Nice. All right. It's interesting. Okay. I think that's it with what we've been up to. So let's get into the box office. So like I mentioned, I bought a ticket for Eternals, and that opened over the weekend. It did okay, $71.4, I think, $71.3 million, and it not the best pandemic movie, but a pretty solid opening. It also is not highly reviewed right now on Metacritic.
I think it's
Not
B,
Rotten.
it's Rotten, but I think it's also got like a B or B- cinema score, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, so it's, I guess, a mixed bag, right? That's what I said, and that's being nice.
Yeah,
I mean, after what Carnage and even Shang-Chi did, it's just like when it gets a 70 million opening weekend, I think.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's doing pretty well in money wise. Actually, I think I have here
internationally.
Worldwide, it's good.
Yeah. It had the second highest opening.
Yeah, I think I pasted that here someplace. I'm flipping through it right now. Eternals records second best global opening in the pandemic era. Yeah, so globally it's done very well, just not domestically. So, and I think that's word of mouth, really. I mean, I'm gonna go see it. Like I said, I'm gonna check it out. I've seen every Marvel movie really in the theater, so gonna keep it going.
I mean, I'll see it eventually. I don't know if I'll actually see it in theaters, just because like I don't feel like this is really going to tie into like the next few movies just yet, so it's kind of like no rush. I might just wait for the.
I would like to see it before Spider-Man at some point, but I don't know if it's necessary. But we'll see.
Spider-Man, all about that.
Theater.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
and since we're talking about it, be careful on the internet. Apparently, huge spoiler leak, and I'm just like, well, time to mute anything with Spider-Man in it. Just like, don't want to know.
There was the poster real?
The poster is real. The poster is real, but that's not.
We can talk about the poster. That's what I was going to talk about. But
okay.
I mean, the poster was shown actually, and let's just talk about that because that was out there and that's legitimate. I saw the leak on Twitter, and I unfortunately saw names trending on Twitter, so I'm like, is it a spoiler if you haven't seen it? That's really the question. Is it actually a spoiler if it doesn't?
You know what I mean? Like for you, which is not that fun.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But is it a spoiler? That's always the questionable thing about spoilers. Is it actually spoiled? Do you 100% know that's what happened? If you overhear things, so but yeah. So the poster came out, and obviously we see Doc Ock in it. Actually, it shows all the Spider-Man villains from. Well, we had Amazing Spider-Man. It looks like there's Electro in there with a lightning bolt. But the big reveal, I think, is in the back of the poster with the Green Goblin. William Dafoe's Green Goblin back there. Clearly, on his glide. Clearly back there. Yeah. Which I've heard whispers he's in it, and I think the poster. It's weird to reveal that in a poster, right?
Yeah.
Like I thought that was known before this.
I didn't know if they confirmed he was in this.
There was like a laugh, I think, in the previous trailer that sounded like him.
Yeah, and obviously there was the pumpkin bombs in the trailer.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have been the Hobgoblin. We don't know. We also didn't know it was William Dafoe. Yeah. William Dafoe, for instance.
His voice was in the trailer. I thought.
It's still just weird for them to be like so tiptoeing around it in the trailers, but like, it's just for here on the poster. Yeah. I'm like,
well, he's really little. Yeah. They act like no one would find it or something.
like they announced Electro with Jamie Foxx like immediately. Oh yeah, he's in this movie, and then Doc Ock's in this. But then there's other characters like, well,
Yeah, they've been very
that's-
like.
yeah.
Are we gonna see Paul Giamatti in this?
Hopefully not.
Who was he?
I hope
He
not. I hope
Rhino?
not.
Rhino.
He was Rhino at the Rhino.
Which
So-
one? I don't even.
The
In
third,
Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing. Was it Amazing or was it in third? I thought it was Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I don't remember.
Whatever it was.
I think it was Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, yeah, I mean it's a good, cool poster, but all right. Back to the box office here. Nothing crazy other than that. Dune, 7.8 million. No Time to Die, which is actually going to be streaming this week. So don't go see it.
It's on demand now, I think.
Oh, is it already? So I want to check it out.
Rented or
I'll
something.
rent it. I was like, I'm not gonna go spend $15-20. I'll rent it instead. So I'll be watching that this week. Yeah, I'll be watching I'm gonna be catching up on some shows and some gaming. Actually, is my big goal right now because with work it's been crazy and I'm just so burnt out. But I'm having surgery soon, so I get to be off my foot for 2 weeks or my leg. So gaming, right? That's gonna be it. I get to finally catch up on some stuff. I'm excited for the surgery. I don't know about that one, but I am excited to actually get okay, I have an excuse to just do nothing and just sit on the couch and play some games, right?
Yep.
So I'm kind of excited for that part of it, but and I'll catch up on some movies too. Like that's right. Never mind. I didn't watch part 2 yet, but I watched part 1 of The Long Halloween.
Okay.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah. Wow. I don't really know the story very well because I never really read that comic, which is very popular, but I've never read it. And the animation's fantastic. I really like it. I love the art style. It's really cool. Like, I don't know. It's part 1, so it's obviously not like super action packed, but I like it. I thought it was really.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the origin stories for Batman recently have been pulling from this storyline.
So, what can somebody tell me now, like Mike, between you and Corey, maybe you guys can tell me, when the fuck did Troy Baker just say, I'm not even going to do my own take on the Joker, I'm just going to be Mark Hamill in the disguise, essentially?
He did that in Arkham Origins. That's when he decided that.
Because he did the Red Hood, didn't he? And it was different then. The movie, didn't he do that voice for the Red Hood?
I don't know if that was him.
I thought it was Troy Baker in the animated movie.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And that,
All
I
I
believe
know
was his
is
first
that
appearance for it.
He was basically tasked with doing the Mark Hamill version of
Like,
the voice
it's,
for
you
Arkham
know,
Origins.
I'll give him credit. He does a pretty damn good Mark Hamill impression. But I'm just like, while I'm watching this, I'm like, why not just, convince Mark Hamill to do this? Because it's literally the same mannerisms. It's this, you know what I mean? The delivery, everything is the same. And it's just like, I don't know how Troy Baker, as like a creative, like an artist, as an artist, I just don't know how you play copycat. Like, don't you want your own take on it? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, isn't that something you want to do more?
Depends on what
Maybe
they
he
have.
didn't have a choice. Maybe that's what they said. Do this way or get going. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I just know that we always talk about him on this show, and watching him in this role. We don't always talk about him on this show, but we've mentioned him before, and his
personal
Like
friend,
best
yeah.
friends.
yeah. I feel like I don't know. After watching this, I'm like I have legitimate gripes with the way he's portraying this.
If you didn't know who it was, did you have a problem with it? If you didn't know who was voicing the voice?
If I didn't know the name, I would be like, this guy's doing a very good Mark Hamill. Yeah, I think it would be different. I think it's different because it's Troy Baker, who I kind of, I don't know. I give him shit anyways for it, right? I mean, that's the idea. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, I would like to see an original take on it. Away from Mark Hamill's iconic version of the character. I mean, obviously that's the basis of a lot, but because of how good he did with that. But he doesn't want to do it anymore. So let's do what they do in the movies. Give us something new, right?
I don't know. It depends, really. I'd have to see it. I do think it is kind of funny though, because Troy, I listen to him on another podcast every now and then, and it doesn't seem like it's something he would, endorse a one-to-one imitation of someone else.
Just
but
watch part 1 and tell me it's not like you're watching the animated
thing
series.
is-
And I understood it more in Origins. That kind of made sense because you were supposed to be that Mark Hamill's Joker at a different time.
Yeah.
But you know,
The only thing I'd say is it's animation, and like you get Shaggy impressions all the time, different people.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
like,
know.
You get people trying to
yeah,
do the
like
voice.
Bugs
That's
Bunny,
true.
like all of those characters is all supposed to
Yeah.
sound pretty much the same forever, no matter who's
Kermit.
doing it.
Yeah, I know. It's I get it.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah,
All right.
I don't mind it that much, but I'll have to actually watch it.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
on
It's really, I'm enjoying it. It's on HBO. Yes, that's why I started watching. But what's funny is I was like sitting down. I'm like, I have a couple hours. I have like 2 hours to sit down and kind of watch something. And then that same line, Corey, that you just said, like that echo. I heard that in my head. Like I'm like, what is on here? And I saw HBO Max, and I remember you saying it's on HBO Max. I'm like, I know it's on that. I'm going to watch Long Halloween. And I like heard your voice say it because you said it last week to Mike on the podcast. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to check this out.
nice.
So, all right, let's get into some news. Let's kick it off with Vin Diesel and The Rock. Let's do it.
Ugh.
BFFs.
Two giant names feuding for how long now? And years at this point? And to the point where The Rock was reported to not be coming back to the Fast franchise.
Yeah.
Vin
Rock
Diesel
is not like Vin Diesel, so
Yeah, and
This
I feel
whole
it's,
thing,
I
though,
feel
to
like it's
me-
mutual.
This whole thing to me, like, and from Rock's background, it feels like a work. This feels like
Doesn't it now? Like now that this
a
is
fake
happening,
rivalry, a fake rivalry to just drum up more hype for the next time they do something together.
like really make Fast 10 like meaningful by making it like his return and final appearance.
Like, I don't even know what they were mad about. You're just like saying like just
because
name
you don't
calling.
care. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. He
I
doesn't
mean,
need
the
it.
rumor is that Vin Diesel didn't want Rock's character to be like upstaging him or being made to like look to be more powerful or stronger or whatever.
Right.
Fight scenes had to be.
Vin Diesel's
Apparently, the fight scenes had to be even with like how many like punches each person
I
got in.
could
Or
see
something.
it. I could
Like
see it.
that.
The Rock is a very big presence. I could see it like that. That's like he's a camera guy. I mean, camera
Well,
stealer.
he's also very big, and he makes
That's what he
Vin
is.
Diesel look
Easy
like a
had
little guy.
together, though. It wasn't that. It's just like he didn't want to be outstaged in his own movie, where he felt like even if he's not in the scenes, like he didn't want like The Rock to be like looking good.
Yeah.
He didn't want people to think,
So-
The Rock's gonna take over this franchise, kind of thing.
Anyways, the story here though is that Vin Diesel has publicly apologized on Instagram, saying basically asking him please come back to the movie. Let's finish the franchise
Well,
together.
hold up. He starts out this. First of all, he posts it on Instagram, but he starts out, "Hey little brother." He just can't be like a bro or hey brother. He's got to say little, like like it's
Is
a
he
Yeah.
a little older? I guess
Yeah.
he's a little older.
He's a
than
little
him.
older,
Not
but it's
by
like-
much.
It's like, first of all, you're not real brothers.
But all that
We
group
just
money, man.
talked about the fact that there was that rumor about him being like feeling just inferior on screen,
Right.
And you start off with little brother, yeah, that does coincide with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah,
Rock
I
is
would
good.
like to see The Rock back in Fast 10, anyways. Even though I didn't even watch the last Fast movie, I will watch it though because I have to watch the craziness that happens and family. You gotta watch a movie about family.
To me, it's just really weird why you would fucking care. Like, if you're Vin Diesel, obviously you made this franchise as successful as it was for like 20-something years now. Because I remember the first one came out when I was in high school. It's like you're beyond wealthy at this point, and Rock, anything that he does mostly turns to gold. Like he turns a profit at least. I mean, he has like a fucking movie coming out. It seems like every year, stuff like that. He's gonna be Black Adam. He did Jumanji, those various other movies I can't name where he's just like wearing like khaki colored
same
shirt.
outfit.
Yeah, khaki colored shirt and
The rundown.
the rundown stuff like
Yeah.
that.
The white
Yeah.
T-shirt and khaki cargo pants.
Yeah. It's like I just don't understand. Like, you're both so successful. Like, why? I don't know. It's weird. But like,
It's
neither
a
of them
work.
really. It could be. It absolutely could be. Because the thing is, we've never heard anything that bad about either of those people, like actors. So like, I don't know. it's just
Everyone
really-
else loves them when they work with them.
Right. It's so weird. It's so weird to me.
No, it's and The Rock has his spin-off franchise as well with Jason Statham. So like, who knows?
Yeah.
But I guess
Yeah,
they want to
these
have
are-
everybody in it together. So to end
They're
it.
like the second, the secondary 50-something-year-old feud that's been on my mind today. Mine is more about Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. That's depressing.
Yeah.
More feuds.
Yeah.
Of
Anyways,
course, they're just selling a book.
let's discuss more stuff and not that. Anyways, sorry. Fix something on the fly. Fix my connection issue. All right. Okay, Patty Jenkins, Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie. I read about this last a couple days ago. Production is delayed for that movie, which is still happening.
Indefinitely, it said, which means maybe it's not.
Due to scheduling conflicts. The release date is still there for 2023, but I don't. You're not starting this next year, so how is it coming out? I don't even know. But
I think something happened.
Yeah,
I kind of wonder. I kind of wonder if the bad reception of Wonder Woman 84.
I was just gonna say
Dave
that.
Disney oh,
It's been a while now, but yeah.
Like I wonder if
has it been a while?
You're not okay.
Since that came out and was terrible, it's been like a year, right?
No, Wonder Woman wasn't it this year? That was this year.
There was the COVID. That was like the end of COVID, or not end of COVID, but the year end of 2020.
Really? So it has been a year.
Yeah,
wow.
A year.
Wow. It feels like
The COVID time is so weird. I have no idea.
It was March. I thought it was early this year. It had to be early.
I thought it was early this year too. Let me look it up.
Well, it got delayed a bunch.
No, it did.
No, I mean,
it absolutely did.
But they talked about it at Fandom last year. They talked about it, and then it came out like a few months later or something.
No, 2020?
December?
Yeah, December.
Maybe it was December.
December 25th, 2020.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, there you go.
Mm.
That's so weird. I
Yeah.
fucking hate COVID time, man. I don't understand.
Yeah, the whole thing's a blur. It really is. I mean, everybody's like, what year did this happen?
We're approaching the 2-year anniversary. The
2020 and but 2020 and 2021 have just melded together into the same. It's just the same long year. So
it's no longer years. It's like you talk about 2019, and then you talk COVID, and then we'll get after COVID. It happened in COVID. Like that was like December of COVID, whatever December that was in COVID.
Yeah. So I don't know.
They did say that Chloe Zhao, the Eternals director, is going to be directing the Star Wars movie. So
interesting. Cool.
We'll see.
She's in poorly received movies. All right.
Continue that streak.
All right. Let's talk about Batman, the synopsis. There's a lot of movie news here. Jesus. The synopsis basically was revealed for the upcoming movie. And did you guys read the synopsis? It's kind of like a...
Nope.
No.
I kind of don't want to.
Okay, then I'll leave it at that. It just sounds like they're going for a dark and gritty Batman, guys.
No. No
the
way.
Trailers didn't give me that idea at all either.
No, I know. So it's just a matter of there's a couple of things that were worded in there that I have issues with, and I'm concerned.
I'm not that worried about it. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
He's on the same level as the villains he's hunting. It's almost like I'll read the exact thing. Hang on. I'll read the wording. I won't read the whole synopsis.
Part of what a lot of the comics.
No, but let me read the part I had a problem with. So I'm not going to read the whole synopsis, so I'll keep it a little more vague. Let me get this open real quick while I do this live. Here we go.
I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker talks about it to his face in Batman or in Dark Knight.
Yeah, where is it here?
We're the same.
I don't think that's what. So.
Okay. Robert Pattinson delivers a raw, intense portrayal of Batman as a disillusioned, desperate vigilante awakened by the realization that the anger consuming him makes him no better than the ruthless serial killers he's hunting. So
what did you have a problem with there?
That wasn't actually it. Sorry, I was trying to keep it vague, but that wasn't actually it. Where is the part that I had a problem with? It's there. I can't even find it in this article that I have. Unbelievable. So it basically said that he's.
Give us a feeling, Jim. What's the feeling?
He's no better. Basically, he's basically a killer. He's as raw as a killer, pretty much. He is a killer. He's basically a killer hunting a killer. He's a killer hunting a killer. Essentially, he's a Dexter. He's a Dexter. Sorry, that's what I got the vibe of.
Okay. Well, I mean, based off the trailers, it doesn't look like he's holding back. So
that's what I'm saying. So I'm a little worried about, is Batman going to kill in this one?
Maybe.
So, is he gonna hold a gun?
He
I'm
held
concerned
a
with
gun.
all. I'm
He's
concerned with
shocking
all of these
people
now.
with this.
Yes, I'm concerned with all of these now. With obviously with Batfleck, which I don't like, and for obvious reasons of the body
That's
count.
fine. Like I don't know. Like the,
Well, you like the
I've-
Batfleck, and Batfleck
I
is all
know,
about
I
the body
know.
count.
I
No,
like
he's
that there's
all
different
about the
versions of
body.
Batman.
Yes, he is.
Well,
He
but
was
no, I like
burning
that.
people. He wasn't executing them.
Sure. So let's see. We'll see. I mean, this is your boy, though. This is your Matt Reeves
Well, I
boy.
know, and that's I know. I keep looking. I had concerns when I posted this in here.
Okay.
They were
But
fresher that
trailers,
day.
I mean, like, it's not surprising. So.
They were fresher that day. So let's see what else we've got. 8-bit trailer. Did you guys see that trailer? That looked awesome.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I really am excited for something like that for this holiday. I don't know why. I think it's COVID.
Yeah.
Back to COVID again. Like, it's just something I want. Like, I want that fun, like,
This video's not gonna
1980s
show up
nostalgia
anywhere
movie.
on YouTube.
But
Nothing. You can't say COVID that many times, or else you're
Oh,
not
we
going to
get
show
filtered.
up on YouTube. But it's all right.
that's stupid. Anyways, so yeah, I just feel like I want that fun movie, and this looks so fun, doesn't it? I mean, it looks
It's
really
like
good.
Turbo Man, but with the NES. So
Yes, that's it. That's 100% it. And I was just about to watch that Jingle All the Way. That's a movie I was gonna watch the other night. Like last night, actually, I was like on the couch.
Dude, there
I
are
got back
people's
late.
houses that are already freaking, like, it's not even Thanksgiving. Like, as soon as
Oh,
November
Matt-
hits, like, yep, holiday
Matt,
music
man?
and freaking
Yeah, I mean,
decorations.
this is
I got my,
Thanksgiving culture erasure. Like
No, it's
So
not.
sad.
I love my Thanksgiving.
Dude, you
but
go to
I'm-
Target
but-
and all they have are Christmas stuff. I'm
Okay.
like, where's the turkey
Well, it's
stuff?
because
But-
there's not really Thanksgiving decorations. There's like you have the
There's no Thanksgiving
whatever the hell it's
scones.
called.
Yeah,
The-
it's got a bum rap because I
the
love
video
Thanksgiving.
thing.
Like, I love Thanksgiving. It's great. I love the feast. I love the family time. I love the desserts. I love all that stuff about it. It's great. Macy's Day Parade. But I'm actually getting stuff down from Attic now because, again, back to the surgery thing. I'm trying to get it ahead of time, but I'm going. It's my first year at my house. We're going a little big here. I'm good. I got a Santa to go on my roof. Yeah.
It's happening
Oh,
a
yeah.
little here too because we're not going to have time to really do much
Exactly.
Christmas
Timing
when Christmas
means it goes up.
comes.
Yeah, so it's like you want it up before Thanksgiving, so you're just ready to go for the holidays, right? So that's my goal.
Man, it just gets earlier and earlier. Man, it's crazy.
I'm not saying I'm going to turn the lights on, but they're going to be out there set up, and then
if you can't market it, can't sell it, fuck it. What's
I don't know.
happening?
Exactly.
I don't know. But anyways, move on.
No presents
Let's
for
go.
Thanksgiving.
Moving through the news more. Squid Game season 2 has now been confirmed. The director, creator, and writer. What's his name? Is it Wang Dong Hyuk? Hyuk? It's just Hyuk or Hyuk?
Close enough.
Somebody correct me. I want to pronounce it. I
I
like to
don't know
pronounce.
Korean.
I don't know it either. That's why I was like, I didn't know how you pronounce. I like to pronounce names properly. So,
You do?
I'd like to try.
Fine.
Legitimately, I got it close enough. Thank you. Comeback Squad. Yeah. So that looks pretty good. He's already
Yeah,
got the wheels turning, and Gihan is coming back, and he's coming up with ideas right now. So it's a little ways out, obviously.
I mean, there's no way that they weren't doing another season after how popular that
It's still in the top 10. It's still in the daily top 10.
I mean,
It's great.
yeah,
Mike, you should check it out.
cosplays, so that Squid Game cryptocurrencies, there were 8 of them that popped up, like 8 of them.
That's right. There was the.
And there was one, and unfortunately, it was a complete scam. It popped up a month after it hit Netflix. 3 weeks later, they made $3 million and they closed it down. But like the concept was actually kind of cool. Like you bought these crypto coins and you would play the games. And then you would win money. You'd win more coins, whatever. But you could never sell the coins. That was the problem. And they had all these like, oh, we don't want whales dumping the coins to drop the value of your cryptocurrencies and stuff. And so yeah, they made out with like $3 million.
Fuck cryptocurrency, man. Fuck.
Crazy.
Yeah. This is the problem. There's so much, like, just that in the crypto.
I mean, well, everybody's trying to freaking like
Fuck
like
them. Fuck and
like lottery pick. Like, they don't want to
NFTs.
put any work in.
Fuck all
Yeah.
this shit, dude.
NFTs. Everything's going NFT.
Not
Everything.
going away.
Disney is doing NFTs.
Everyone's doing NFTs.
No, well, China just did something against NFTs that kind of did a big blow, but we'll see. I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Man. No, like you're.
Well,
I mean, you're gonna be that guy, like the old man, like what are you kids doing with these NFTs?
Get off my lawn.
They're not going anywhere. That's the thing.
I think they might, because once everyone starts looking at it, it's just like, oh, this is just a waste of energy, like literal power. For absolutely, you pretend like it's something and it's nothing.
Dude,
so you're basically spending
not gonna
like.
stop people. That's the thing. Like we are such a.
I mean, that's the role of governments, right?
So much.
I know, but eventually someone's gonna be like, wait a minute. But whatever.
I mean, eventually someone's gonna make it more energy efficient, and then that's gonna be the next thing. So.
Yep.
Then it'll be too easy to do, too easy to farm.
No. There's always ways around that. Nodes and whatnot, where you can't like a farmer. But
NVIDIA put things in their graphics cards, so it made it harder for them to be used to farm. It's crazy. What else we got, Jim?
Last bit was the Borderland. Is it a board game, Corey, that you posted in here?
Oh, did I post in the movie? I'm sorry, I meant to post in the regular journal chat. No, there's a Borderlands board game I was excited for.
Cool. I'll talk about it on here.
That in the other
throw it in.
Throw it in.
We don't have much in the game cast, so we might as well bring it up.
All right, we'll talk about it over there. Guys, listen to us over there. That's going to wrap up this episode of the Moviecast. Thanks for tuning in. You can write us allyoucangeek@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter. If you're watching us on Twitch, hey, thank you. And, keep following us. And also on YouTube, we're on there. And, enjoy it. See you guys.
I think you